So, what do law schools really care about? Well, I'm Sam, and I'm the owner and founder of Prep for Success Tutors, and I've seen what thousands of students have used to get into their top law schools. So, the first and foremost thing is LSAT score. The LSAT is so important because it's relevant to the content material that you're going to be reviewing in law school, and it also is relevant to now, meaning your GPA, maybe that applies to what you did in school 3, 4 years ago, but the LSAT is relevant to right now. So that's the first and foremost thing that they take into account. Then the second thing is your GPA. That maybe accounts for, let's say, 15% of your application. So essentially, notice how those first two metrics are statistics. Law schools really want to make sure that they have high statistics, that they say that they have the high GPA, that they have high LSAT score. So those are the first two things that they care about. Then after that, then they worry about personal statement, letters of recommendation, diversity statement, resume, all those other things. So that accounts for maybe 15% of it as well. So notice those things are still important, but you really have to get through those first two stages before they even take a look at those other criteria. So a lot of schools, what they'll do is they'll set a threshold and say, okay, the minimum GPA or minimum LSAT score to even us looking at your application is 150, 160, 170. Each school obviously has a different benchmark, but they set that benchmark. And as applicants come in, if an application does not hit that threshold, they will just automatically throw it out. They're not going to waste time of their admissions counselors to read through these personal statements because they get thousands of them. They're not going to waste their time if the minimum LSAT score that they have is a 165 and you submitted with a 147. But it is really important. Make sure LSAT score is top notch, up to par. Also make sure that your GPA is top notch, up to par, and then everything else you want to take into account as well, because that's what sets you apart from the rest. When everyone has that, let's say 160 that they put onto the next level, that's when they take a look at all the other criteria like your personal statement, resume, and so on.